Out in the infinite void of space, far from the comfort of Earth, every second matters, and every decision could mean the difference between survival and catastrophe. But what if astronauts weren't relying solely on their training or instincts to stay safe? What if the very suits they wear and the devices they carry were intelligent enough to safeguard their health, tracking every heartbeat, analyzing their stress levels, and even predicting potential health issues before they arise? This isn't the plot of a sci-fi movie. It's happening right now. Thanks to advances in artificial intelligence and wearable technology, we're witnessing a revolution in how astronauts' health is managed during their missions. In this video, we're exploring how smart wearables are becoming an essential ally for space explorers, the extraordinary role AI plays in powering them, and how this technology is shaping the very future of space exploration. Let's uncover the groundbreaking ways innovation is helping humans push the boundaries of what's possible in the cosmos. Space is astonishingly beautiful, but it's also one of the most unforgiving environments humans have ever dared to explore. The challenges of living and working in space go far beyond the obvious lack of gravity. They involve a constant battle against conditions that fundamentally alter the human body. For instance, microgravity, a defining feature of space, might seem like fun at first, but it quickly becomes a serious issue. Without the constant pull of gravity, muscles and bones begin to weaken dramatically. Astronauts can lose up to 1% of their bone density per month, and their muscles can atrophy without regular, specialized exercise, and that's just the beginning. Prolonged exposure to space radiation, another invisible threat, increases the risk of cancer, damages DNA, and can even impair the central nervous system over time. But the physical toll isn't the only challenge. The isolation, confinement, and sheer remoteness of space can weigh heavily on mental health. Imagine spending months, sometimes even years, far from home in a spacecraft with limited space and constant responsibilities. These factors contribute to heightened stress, anxiety, and even depression. On top of that, basic functions we take for granted on Earth, like sleeping, are disrupted, with astronauts frequently experiencing insomnia or other sleep disorders due to the lack of a regular day-night cycle in space. Now, consider the fact that for decades, monitoring these health risks was a daunting task. Spacecraft have limited medical infrastructure, and the sheer distance from Earth means astronauts can't simply visit a doctor if something feels off. While routine physicals and exercise regimens have always been part of the preparation for space missions, real-time health monitoring was often impossible. If an issue arose, ground control's advice might only arrive after a delay, especially on missions to deep space destinations like Mars, where communication lags can stretch up to 20 minutes each way. This is where smart wearables powered by artificial intelligence are transforming the game. These advanced devices are designed to track vital signs continuously, even under the harsh conditions of space. Heart rate, oxygen levels, blood pressure, muscle activity wearables can collect an immense amount of data in real time, and with the help of AI, analyze it almost instantaneously. This isn't just a passive system either. AI algorithms are capable of recognizing patterns in the data, identifying early warning signs of potential health problems, and even suggesting preventive measures before symptoms become critical. For example, if an astronaut's wearable technology detects irregularities in their heart rhythm, AI might recommend modifying an exercise routine or initiating further tests, essentially acting like an onboard physician. And it doesn't stop there. These devices can also monitor stress levels through biomarkers like cortisol or track sleep quality to ensure astronauts are getting the rest they need for peak performance. With this kind of insight, the crew can make informed adjustments to their schedules, workloads, or even diets to maintain optimal mental and physical health. The most incredible part, all of this happens while taking up minimal space and weight, two precious commodities on any space mission. These wearables are lightweight, efficient, and unobtrusive, allowing astronauts to go about their tasks without interruption. What's more, because they're AI-powered, they not only process health data locally, but can also prioritize the most critical updates to share with Earth-based medical teams, even with significant communication delays. Thanks to this cutting-edge technology, we may finally have a viable way to address some of the most severe challenges of astronaut health in space. But what exactly do these smart wearables look like, and how do they function in such extreme environments? Let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of these devices in the next section. Smart wearables for astronauts might look like something out of a futuristic movie, but they're quickly becoming an essential part of space exploration. These aren't your everyday fitness trackers or smartwatches. Instead, they're advanced, AI-powered devices specifically designed to withstand the extreme and unpredictable conditions of outer space. So, what exactly are these smart wearables, and how do they help astronauts thrive in one of the harshest environments imaginable? At their core, smart wearables are devices embedded with sensors and algorithms that continuously collect and interpret biometric data. Think patches that stick to your skin, lightweight wristbands, or even specialized garments lined with tiny sensors. But for astronauts, these tools are far more than just health trackers. They're survival tools. They monitor a range of vital signs like heart rate, temperature, respiration, and blood pressure, but that's just the beginning. These wearables can also track hydration levels, blood oxygen, muscle activity, and even stress biomarkers, offering an incredibly detailed picture of an astronaut's health at any given moment. Now, why can't astronauts just use off-the-shelf wearables like the ones we use here on Earth? Well, space presents its own unique set of challenges. Zero gravity, for instance, affects the way fluids move through the body, causing phenomena like space phase, where fluids shift upward, or even more serious conditions like vision changes. Radiation exposure increases as you leave Earth's protective atmosphere, and the environment can vary wildly in temperature. Standard devices simply aren't built to perform reliably under these extremes. Smart wearables for space missions, however, are specially engineered to adapt. They're lightweight, durable, and designed to function flawlessly in microgravity, extreme temperatures, and high radiation environments, ensuring astronauts can depend on them no matter what. One standout example of this technology is Astroskin, a cutting-edge bio-monitoring vest developed by Hexaskin and tested by NASA. This wearable garment is packed with advanced sensors to track multiple health metrics in real time, including blood pressure, respiration, skin temperature, and even movement. The beauty of Astroskin is its ability to function as a fully integrated health monitoring system, something that would be impossible with traditional medical tools in the confined spaces of a spacecraft. But what makes these wearables truly revolutionary is the artificial intelligence embedded within them. AI acts as the brain of these devices, taking the massive amounts of raw data collected by the sensors and turning it into actionable insights. For example, the AI algorithms can analyze patterns in an astronaut's heart rate or oxygen levels over time, spotting subtle changes that might signal dehydration, fatigue, or even an impending medical issue. Instead of just sounding an alarm, the system can offer tailored recommendations, perhaps prompting the astronaut to drink water, adjust their breathing, or take a break from a physically demanding task. What's more, these AI-enhanced wearables are constantly learning and adapting. They can adjust their monitoring parameters based on the unique physiology of each astronaut or even the specific conditions of a mission. For instance, as astronauts spend weeks or months in space, factors like muscle atrophy or changes in blood flow require the wearables to recalibrate and maintain accuracy. Through machine learning, the devices become smarter over time, ensuring their insights remain precise and relevant. This real-time monitoring and analysis isn't limited to providing immediate feedback. These devices play a key role in long-term mission success by forwarding key data to mission control on Earth. Even with communication delays during deep space missions, the AI in the wearables can prioritize critical health updates, ensuring mission teams are only alerted to issues that genuinely require their attention. Imagine an astronaut working on a spacewalk hundreds of miles away from Earth with no immediate access to medical help. A smart wearable can detect early signs of overheating or oxygen depletion in their suit and send a recommendation to wrap up the task before anything goes wrong. It's essentially like having a proactive virtual physician constantly watching over them. These wearables are redefining how we think about health monitoring in space, bridging the gap between human limitations and the technological advances needed for sustained exploration. But how are researchers continuing to push these innovations even further? Stick around as we explore the groundbreaking ways AI is elevating these game-changing tools in the next section. Artificial intelligence is the unseen powerhouse behind the transformation of astronaut health monitoring, turning data into actionable insights with a precision and speed that would have been unthinkable just a few decades ago. Unlike traditional methods which rely heavily on human interpretation and delayed communication with Earth-based medical teams, AI-enabled wearables use machine learning algorithms and data analytics to make sense of the immense volumes of health data collected in space. This isn't just about monitoring what's happening now. It's about predicting what could happen next and preventing problems before they arise. One of the most groundbreaking applications of AI in this context is predictive analytics. By analyzing patterns in an astronaut's collected data, such as subtle changes in heart rate, hydration levels, or oxygen saturation, AI systems can identify early warning signs of potential health issues long before they manifest as symptoms. Take dehydration, for example. In space, the typical cues we rely on, like thirst, are less reliable due to how the body adapts to microgravity. However, AI can spot minute fluctuations in physiological markers that indicate the body is losing fluids, allowing astronauts to rehydrate before dehydration affects their performance or puts them at risk. Similarly, early detection of cardiac irregularities, which could be life-threatening in space, gives the crew time to make adjustments or seek guidance from mission control. AI also enables these wearables to adapt to each astronaut's unique physiology. Human bodies respond differently to the challenges of space, with factors like age, fitness level, and genetic predispositions influencing how individuals cope with microgravity, radiation, and stress. Machine learning algorithms continuously learn and refine their understanding of each astronaut's baseline health metrics. If one astronaut naturally has a higher resting heart rate but shows no other signs of stress, the AI will recognize this as normal for them and avoid false alarms. On the flip side, if another astronaut shows a slight but consistent deviation from their typical patterns, the system can immediately flag this as a possible concern. This level of personalization transforms health monitoring into something far more precise and reliable than anything we've seen before. Now, let's look at how this technology plays out in real scenarios. Imagine an astronaut conducting a physically demanding spacewalk to repair critical equipment on the International Space Station. During the task, their wearable device, powered by AI, notices a rise in body temperature combined with a slight increase in heart rate variability, a subtle sign of potential overheating. The AI doesn't just log this information, It quickly analyzes the data and provides recommendations directly to the astronaut, suggesting a brief pause to cool down or a return to the spacecraft if conditions worsen. This kind of immediate feedback could prevent a dangerous situation without requiring intervention from ground control, where communication delays may limit timely responses. Another application is in mental health monitoring. Space missions are high-stress environments, and extended isolation can take a toll on an astronaut's psychological well-being. AI-powered wearables can track stress biomarkers such as cortisol levels and even analyze speech patterns or sleep data to detect early signs of anxiety or fatigue. For example, if an astronaut's wearable detects poor sleep quality over several days combined with elevated stress indicators, it can recommend adjustments to their schedule or relaxation techniques to mitigate the problem. Mental health, often a less visible but equally critical aspect of long-term space missions, becomes far more manageable with tools like these. This technology is also invaluable when planning for future missions to deep space destinations like Mars, where communication delays with Earth will make real-time medical support impossible. In such scenarios, AI essentially acts as an onboard doctor, anticipating health issues, guiding astronauts in making informed decisions, and ensuring that resources are used wisely. Even something as simple as rationing hydration or oxygen becomes smarter and more efficient when AI is constantly adjusting recommendations based on an astronaut's physiological needs and environmental conditions. AI's ability to merge data analysis, predictive modeling, and adaptability is transforming space health monitoring from a reactive approach into a proactive one. It empowers astronauts to take their health into their own hands with a level of confidence and autonomy that is essential for longer, more ambitious missions. As we continue to refine this technology, the potential applications extend even further, from designing better spacesuits to optimizing workout regimens. But how might all of this innovation impact the future of space exploration? Let's take a closer look at what lies ahead. Imagine a mission to Mars, a journey lasting months, where astronauts are not only isolated from Earth but also without immediate access to medical experts. In such scenarios, AI-powered health wearables become nothing short of a lifeline. Acting as virtual doctors, these devices can monitor an astronaut's health continuously, diagnose conditions, recommend treatments, and even guide them through medical procedures, all without needing assistance from a human doctor on the ground. This is not just futuristic thinking, it's the reality of how technology is reshaping space exploration. Picture an astronaut experiencing abdominal pain during a deep space mission, far beyond the reach of real-time communication with Earth. The wearable detects changes in vital signs that suggest the early stages of appendicitis. Using its AI algorithms, the device compares the astronaut's symptoms and health data to a database of medical conditions. It flags appendicitis as a likely diagnosis and provides step-by-step guidance for another crew member to perform a basic ultrasound using portable medical tools. The AI wearable could even offer instructions layered with visual aids to support the procedure or suggest medication to manage symptoms until further intervention is possible. This ability to autonomously diagnose and manage medical conditions is essential for missions where waiting 40 minutes for a round-trip signal from Earth could mean the difference between life and death. Beyond emergencies, these wearables also help astronauts maintain long-term health by offering preventive care. For instance, they can analyze bone density data or muscle degradation caused by microgravity, adjusting exercise recommendations to slow down these effects. They might suggest modifications to diet, hydration, or even specific vitamins or minerals to counteract deficiencies caused by prolonged space travel. The result is a healthier crew, better prepared for the physically and mentally demanding challenges of life on Mars or the journey back to Earth. But the applications of AI-powered wearables don't end in space. They're already proving to be valuable here on Earth. In training programs for astronauts, wearables are used to simulate conditions they will encounter in microgravity. By wearing these devices during Earth-based training, astronauts' vital signs, stress levels, and physical performance are monitored in real time as they perform tasks under simulated pressure. The data collected allows mission planners to analyze how individuals cope with the demands of space travel and tweak training programs accordingly, ensuring astronauts are as prepared as possible before they ever leave the ground. Even more impressively, insights gained from wearable technology in space are feeding directly into advancements in healthcare on Earth. For example, the same AI-powered wearables designed to monitor astronauts' cardiac and respiratory health are finding applications in remote healthcare and telemedicine. In underserved areas where access to healthcare professionals is limited, these wearables can provide real-time health monitoring, diagnosis, and treatment recommendations, just as they would for astronauts on a spacecraft. This crossover between space technology and Earth-based healthcare highlights how pushing the boundaries of human exploration is helping solve problems here at home. AI-powered wearables are also refining the way space missions are planned and executed. With every mission, these devices collect enormous amounts of health data that can be analyzed to optimize future expeditions. For example, tracking how astronauts' bodies adapt to long periods in microgravity or how their stress levels fluctuate during critical mission phases can help engineers and scientists design better living conditions, more effective exercise routines, and even psychological support systems. This iterative process ensures that each new mission is safer, more efficient, and better adapted to the physical and mental needs of the crew. As we prepare for missions to Mars and beyond, the role of AI-powered wearables will only expand. These devices are not just tools, they're active participants in ensuring the safety and success of space exploration. But what makes all of this possible? Let's take a closer look at the cutting-edge hardware and software driving this incredible technological evolution. The magic of smart wearables for astronauts lies in the seamless fusion of cutting-edge sensors and powerful artificial intelligence algorithms. These systems work hand in hand to transform raw biological data into actionable insights, ensuring that astronauts remain healthy and mission-ready, even in the most extreme environments. But how exactly does this technology function? Let's break it down. At the heart of these devices are the biosensors, a collection of tiny yet sophisticated tools designed to measure a wide variety of physiological signals. These sensors act as the eyes and ears of the wearable, continuously gathering data about the astronaut's body. For example, many wearables use photoplethysmography sensors or PPG sensors to monitor blood flow. These sensors emit light into the skin and measure how that light is reflected back, which changes with each heartbeat. This simple yet elegant process provides real-time information about heart rate and even deeper insights into cardiovascular health. Then there are sensors that track respiration and oxygen levels, such as pulse oximeters. By measuring how much oxygen is carried in the blood, these sensors help ensure astronauts are maintaining proper oxygen saturation, a critical factor in space where life support systems regulate air pressure and oxygen supply. Similarly, accelerometers and gyroscopes measure movement and posture to track activity levels or detect balance issues, which can be a subtle indicator of physical stress or neurological changes in microgravity. More advanced wearables even incorporate electroencephalography or EEG sensors to monitor neural activity. These sensors can detect changes in brain waves, offering insights into cognitive function, fatigue, and stress. Imagine an astronaut's stress levels spiking during a high-stakes task, such as docking a spacecraft. An EEG sensor could pick up on these changes and prompt the astronaut to pause, breathe, and refocus before continuing. In space, where mental clarity is as crucial as physical health, such data can be mission-critical. However, data collection is only half the story. Raw numbers from these sensors would mean little without the robust AI algorithms that process and interpret them. This is where deep learning models come into play. These algorithms are trained using enormous datasets, sometimes millions of data points, to analyze trends and patterns within the incoming sensor data. For example, AI can identify subtle deviations in an astronaut's heart rate variability that a human might overlook, categorizing these changes as early signs of dehydration, fatigue, or even a potential cardiac event. By merging data streams from multiple sensors, the system creates a full picture of an astronaut's health, taking into account how different physiological systems interact. What makes these algorithms especially powerful is their ability to adapt and improve over time. Through machine learning, they can learn each astronaut's unique physiological baseline, adjusting their analyses to provide personalized health insights. For instance, one astronaut's normal resting heart rate may be closer to 80 beats per minute, while another's might sit around 50. The AI takes these individual differences into account, preventing unnecessary alerts while ensuring no genuine health risks go unnoticed. But the intelligence of these systems doesn't end there. AI algorithms don't just interpret data, they also prioritize it. Space missions generate immense amounts of information, but bandwidth for transmitting data back to Earth is often limited. AI ensures that only the most critical health data, such as anomalies that require immediate attention, are flagged for transmission, while less urgent trends remain locally stored for later review. This efficiency is vital for missions where communication delays or bandwidth constraints could otherwise compromise astronaut safety. Of course, developing this technology is not without its challenges. Sensors must be highly reliable and precise, capable of functioning in microgravity and withstanding extreme temperatures and radiation. At the same time, algorithms must operate efficiently on minimal computing power, as energy on a spacecraft is in limited supply. These are hurdles we'll explore in more detail in the next section, but for now, it's clear that the blend of advanced biosensors and AI algorithms is revolutionizing astronaut health monitoring. This intricate symbiosis between sensors and algorithms is what allows wearables to operate as the ultimate safeguard for astronauts, offering not just snapshots of physical health, but a dynamic, real-time understanding of their entire biological system. By leveraging this technology, we're not just making space exploration safer, we're laying the groundwork for future missions to go farther and last longer than we ever thought possible. In the next part, we'll dive into the challenges of reliability and power consumption that come with these innovations, and how engineers are working to overcome them. Developing smart wearables for space exploration is a feat of engineering that goes far beyond commonplace technology. While these devices hold the potential to transform astronaut health monitoring, deploying them in the harsh conditions of outer space presents unique and formidable challenges. From the effects of microgravity and space radiation to the constraints of power and data security, creating wearables capable of thriving in space environments requires innovative solutions and cutting-edge design. One of the most immediate challenges is functionality in microgravity. On Earth, most wearable technology assumes a stable environment where gravity maintains consistent contact between the sensors and the user's skin. In space, however, the lack of gravity can cause wearables to shift, reducing sensor accuracy or even causing them to lose contact entirely. To counter this, engineers have developed garments equipped with embedded sensors that fit snugly against the body, such as the Astroskin biomonitoring vest. These garments remain securely in place during movement while still being flexible and comfortable enough for astronauts to perform their daily tasks. Additionally, smart algorithms are built into the wearables to account for microgravity-induced changes in body physiology, such as altered blood flow or fluid redistribution, ensuring they maintain accurate readings in environments that are anything but ordinary. Radiation is another major concern. Beyond Earth's atmosphere, astronauts are exposed to levels of cosmic radiation that would be unthinkable on the ground. This radiation can damage both the hardware of wearables and the sensitive AI systems that process health data. To address this, engineers use radiation-hardened materials to shield the devices and protect their internal components. This involves not just insulating the hardware, but also designing the software in such a way that it can identify and repair minor data corruptions caused by radiation exposure. Even with these protections, ensuring the long-term durability of wearables remains a moving target as missions aim to push farther into deep space. Another critical issue is power consumption. In space, energy is one of the most precious resources, and devices must operate efficiently without frequent recharging, something that isn't feasible on multi-year missions to places like Mars. To manage this, engineers incorporate low-power electronics and optimize the energy efficiency of every component. Artificial intelligence plays a vital role here by reducing the workload on these devices. For example, rather than continuously transmitting health data back to Earth, which consumes significant energy, AI onboard the wearable can process and prioritize data locally. It ensures that only the most essential information, such as anomalies or potential health risks, is transmitted, significantly conserving power. Advances in battery technology, such as the development of ultra-lightweight, radiation-resistant batteries, are also helping solve this issue, enabling these devices to function reliably over the long haul. Data privacy represents another significant hurdle, especially when managing sensitive health information. Unlike conventional health wearables used on Earth, those in space must operate on closed systems within spacecraft, where security breaches could have catastrophic consequences. The inclusion of AI introduces added complexity, as it requires storing, analyzing, and transmitting intimate biometric data. Engineers must implement advanced encryption protocols to ensure that all health data remains secure, even if shared between astronauts and mission control. Additionally, because astronauts' health data is integral to mission success, engineers must strike a delicate balance between accessibility for the right people and ensuring data is kept private and secure from unauthorized access. While these challenges are immense, overcoming them is paving the way for transformative advancements in space exploration. The durability, efficiency, and intelligence of these wearable systems will not only enable astronauts to manage their health autonomously on extended missions, but also provide valuable insights for future mission planning. For example, by studying how these devices perform under extreme conditions, researchers can improve the design of life support systems, exercise regimens, and even spacecraft environments for the next generation of explorers. As we move closer to missions that take us to Mars and beyond, the technologies born from these challenges will serve as a foundation for the next era of human exploration. By addressing the hurdles of microgravity, radiation, power consumption, and data security, engineers are creating systems that not only protect astronauts today, but also inspire innovations here on Earth. So, what does this mean for the future of space exploration? Let's take a glimpse into how these advancements are shaping the vision of interplanetary missions. Smart wearables are much more than advanced health monitors. They are the foundation for extending the boundaries of human space exploration. As missions grow longer and more ambitious, with plans to establish lunar bases or even reach Mars, these AI-driven devices are playing a pivotal role in ensuring astronaut health and enabling humanity to explore and thrive in these distant frontiers. By continuously monitoring health, predicting potential issues, and analyzing the effects of extraterrestrial environments on the human body, smart wearables are not just helping astronauts survive, they're empowering them to succeed. Consider a future mission to Mars, a journey that could last over a year. During such a mission, maintaining peak physical and mental health is absolutely critical. Smart wearables ensure astronauts remain mission-ready by acting as their constant, unobtrusive health companions. These devices track everything from cardiovascular health and muscle mass to hydration levels and mental stress. For such a long mission, the wearable's ability to adapt to the astronaut's changing physiology over time becomes a game changer. For instance, prolonged exposure to microgravity weakens bones and muscles, but these wearables, paired with AI, can analyze biometric data in real time and tailor exercise regimens to combat this degeneration. Without these precision-tailored solutions, the physical toll on the crew could jeopardize the mission before they even reach their destination. But it's not just about individual health. Human exploration is also about learning how our bodies interact with the harsh realities of space environments. On Mars, for example, astronauts will face reduced gravity, cold temperatures, and exposure to harmful radiation. Smart wearables will monitor how these unique conditions affect every aspect of human physiology, from cellular changes to overall metabolic function. This data won't just be stored, it will be processed by the device's onboard AI to immediately recommend necessary precautions or adjustments. Imagine the device detecting radiation exposure levels creeping higher than safe thresholds. It could prompt astronauts to move to a more shielded area or deploy additional protective measures, perhaps even before the crew realizes there's a problem. This level of proactive care is essential in environments where help from Earth is delayed or unavailable. These wearables also serve as environmental sensors, collecting data on ambient conditions like temperature, humidity, and even air quality within habitats. This dual functionality ensures not just that astronauts are safe, but that their living and working environments are optimized for human survival. For lunar bases, wearables could monitor for potential threats like air leakage or harmful levels of lunar dust, ensuring that habitats remain viable over time. For Mars settlements, they may offer insights into how the planet's unique environment affects long-term health, helping engineers and scientists refine habitats and life support systems for future generations of explorers. The implications of these advancements don't stop with the astronaut core. The technology and lessons learned from smart wearables in space are already influencing life on Earth in profound ways. Just as early space programs spurred innovations in personal computing, telecommunications, and medical imaging, the wearable technology developed for astronauts is finding applications in healthcare, disaster response, and even environmental monitoring here at home. Imagine remote healthcare systems equipped with AI-powered wearables that can autonomously diagnose and manage conditions for patients living in isolated regions. These devices could transform global healthcare access, ensuring that even the most underserved communities receive quality medical care. In disaster zones or areas affected by climate change, environmental sensing wearables could track conditions like air quality, temperature, or radiation levels, providing first responders with real-time insights to improve safety and efficiency. And on an individual level, the same predictive health algorithms used in space wearables could one day help all of us prevent illnesses before they occur, transitioning healthcare from a reactive model to a proactive one. By solving the extreme challenges of spaceflight, smart wearables are driving innovations that will impact future generations, both on Earth and beyond. They are not only ensuring the safety of astronauts as they venture deeper into the cosmos, but also creating a ripple effect that could redefine how we approach health, technology, and sustainability in our everyday lives. As we look to the future, these devices will be critical in bridging the gap between surviving in space and thriving in it, laying the groundwork for humanity's boldest adventures yet. So, what does the road ahead look like as this technology continues to evolve? Let's explore the exciting possibilities awaiting us in the next era of space exploration. The incredible advancements in smart wearables for astronauts, born out of necessity for surviving and thriving in space, are already leaving a profound impact on healthcare here on Earth. The very challenges faced by astronauts, such as continuous health monitoring in remote environments, early detection of medical issues, and personalized care, closely mirror the needs of millions of patients around the globe. By adapting and scaling down these innovations, we're seeing transformative breakthroughs that are changing the way healthcare is delivered, managed, and accessed. Take, for example, the management of chronic illnesses like diabetes or cardiovascular disease. Space-inspired wearable technology has led to the development of devices capable of continuously monitoring vital signs such as blood sugar levels, heart rhythms, and blood pressure. These wearables not only provide real-time data, but, thanks to AI-driven insights, can alert patients to irregularities or recommend lifestyle adjustments before a condition worsens. For someone managing a chronic illness, this proactive approach can be life-changing, providing the kind of continuous support that previously required regular visits to a clinic or hospital. One fascinating example is the use of space-grade sensors originally designed to monitor astronauts' hydration and electrolyte levels in microgravity. These have influenced the development of wearables that can now track hydration status for athletes, outdoor workers, and even patients recovering from surgery. Imagine a device that alerts someone to drink water before dehydration becomes a problem, a simple intervention but one that can prevent significant health complications. Such innovations may seem small, but they carry enormous potential for improving everyday health outcomes. AI, the brain behind these wearables, is also revolutionizing telemedicine. Just as AI in space health monitor systems analyzes biometric data in real time to provide astronauts with immediate medical recommendations, similar applications on Earth are enhancing remote healthcare. In underserved or remote regions where access to doctors and clinics is limited, AI-powered wearables serve as virtual caregivers. These devices can monitor a patient's health, flag early signs of illness, and even facilitate guided step-by-step interventions. For example, a wearable could alert a telemedicine physician to irregular heart activity and simultaneously provide the patient with instructions on how to adjust their activities or medications while waiting for further care. This technology is dismantling barriers to healthcare, empowering individuals with tools to take control of their health regardless of their location. Moreover, smart wearables originally designed for the rigors of space are reshaping patient monitoring in hospitals and post-operative care. Consider a patient recovering from major surgery. Instead of requiring constant in-person checkups, wearable devices can continuously track vital signs like oxygen levels, movement, and healing progress. If issues arise, such as signs of infection or decreased mobility, the AI-driven system can notify caregivers before the condition escalates. This not only improves recovery outcomes, but also reduces the burden on healthcare systems by minimizing hospital stays and readmissions. The democratization of healthcare through these advancements is perhaps one of the most exciting aspects of space technology's Earth-based applications. By leveraging the lessons learned from designing high-performance, minimalist devices for astronauts, engineers have created wearables that are not only more powerful but also more affordable and accessible. This scalability means that technologies once reserved for space missions are now reaching patients in rural areas, resource-limited communities, and even developing countries where traditional healthcare infrastructure might not be readily available. Looking ahead, the integration of AI and wearable technology shows no signs of slowing down. As these devices continue to evolve, they hold the potential to address global health crises, aid in pandemic responses, and even detect diseases like cancer at their earliest and most treatable stages. The fusion of space research with healthcare innovation is laying the groundwork for a world where personalized preventive care is the norm, not the exception. So, what's next for the future of smart wearables and AI in space health monitoring? These technologies are on the verge of reshaping not just healthcare, but also how humanity approaches exploration, survival, and long-term sustainability. Let's take a closer look at the bold vision scientists and engineers have for the next frontier. Smart wearables and artificial intelligence have redefined what's possible in astronaut health monitoring, revolutionizing our approach to human space exploration. These innovations aren't just incremental improvements, they're groundbreaking advancements that enable astronauts to stay healthier, safer, and more independent as they venture farther into the unknown. From predictive analytics that catch health issues long before they become emergencies, to autonomous diagnostic tools that guide astronauts through medical procedures in real time, this technology is paving the way for missions that are longer, more ambitious, and vastly more secure. Imagine what this means for our future in space. Missions to Mars, which could span years, will rely heavily on the ability of wearables and AI to adapt to the unique challenges of interplanetary travel. Challenges like extreme isolation, long communication delays, and the physiological toll of microgravity. These devices will be the silent guardians of human health, monitoring, learning, and even predicting the needs of each astronaut, ensuring that every crew member is equipped to handle the rigors of deep space. They're more than tools, they're partners in exploration, empowering humans to push beyond the limits of what was once thought possible. But the impact of this technology reaches far beyond the cosmos. The very breakthroughs enabling astronauts to survive in the harshest conditions also hold the potential to save lives right here on Earth. Lessons learned in creating lightweight, efficient health monitors for space missions are already influencing medical care for patients in remote areas, those managing chronic illnesses, and even disaster response operations. By closing the gap between human needs and technological solutions, AI-powered wearables are transforming the way we approach health, wellness, and sustainability on a global scale. And while the science behind these innovations is cutting edge, their purpose is profoundly human: to protect, to enable, and to inspire. They remind us of the resilience and ingenuity required to explore the unknown, encouraging us to pursue not only the stars but also solutions to challenges closer to home. With every leap forward in smart wearable technology, we take a step closer to a future where humans can thrive in space, and where everyone, regardless of where they are, has access to the care and support they need. As we look to the future, one thing is certain: AI-powered wearables are not just reshaping the landscape of astronaut health monitoring, they're redefining the very concept of exploration itself. They are the lifelines that will carry us through the next era of space exploration, ensuring that when we reach for the stars, we do so with health, safety, and humanity at the forefront. If you're as inspired by this incredible frontier as we are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this journey together, exploring the technology that's not only shaping our future in space but also enriching life on Earth.